Hello guys, it's your boy Drop Bulletin here, and today is going to be the Premier League game week predictions. Now before we get started, I'd like to say sorry for the lack of uploads because one, things are happening in my life. My mom is, recovering from toe surgery, so you can imagine how mentally draining it is and how tough it is right now. So I appreciate for those guys who are reached out to my DM saying, "Hey, oh, happy I hope your mom is okay and all this." So yeah, thank you for those messages, and don't worry, like the live streams will come back on Twitch when all this is done. So yeah, thank you for caring about my mom. Really appreciate it. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started with these predictions. So Friday the 3rd of February is going to be Chelsea against Fulham. Now Chelsea are doing they're improving. I would say there's an improvement in Chelsea, even against Liverpool. It was a dead game, 0-0. There is signs of improvement. It is there. Hopefully, it continues. By Fulham, they did lose against Tottenham over the before the FA Cup. So it's going to be a good game. It's obviously a derby. Fulham has already beaten us at Craven Cottage, so we're looking to try and get revenge, and I think that's going to happen. So I'm going to say Chelsea to win that game. Saturday, the 4th of February, 12:30 kickoff, we have Everton against Arsenal. Now, Everton, they have sacked their manager, Frank Lampard. To be fair, it was overdue. Come on, like Frank Lampard left them 19th on the table. Sean Dyche will be a new manager of Everton, so we'll see how he does there. Was Arsenal, they just beat Man United before the FA Cup, even though they lost against City in the FA Cup. And Arsenal on good form. I mean, Everton, there will be a different Everton. Actually, it will be the same Everton because Everton like to frustrate you and all that. They'll make a half of Arsenal for sure, especially under Sean Dyche. We all know how Sean Dyche has to play 4-4-2, low block and all madness. You know what I mean? But I think Arsenal will have the quality to overwhelm Everton. So I'm going for a Arsenal win. Aston Villa against Leicester. Now Villa, they're doing quite well at the moment. Leicester, they managed to win over the weekend, I believe. So I think Villa they'll get back to win anyway. So I'm going for Villa win. Brentford against Southampton. Now Brentford, they're doing really well on the table. I think they're 7th or 8th in the table. Well, Southampton, they are improving. There's an improvement, but going to Brentford is never easy there, so that's why I'm going to say Brentford to win that game. Brighton against Bournemouth. Now, Brighton beat Liverpool over the weekend in the FA Cup, knocking out the holders. Now, Brighton are a very good side. They are not a pushover team. We know that about them. Bournemouth, they're struggling at the moment, so, going to the Emirates, to the Amex Stadium, it's never easy. Brighton are a good team, especially at home, so that's why I'm going to say Brighton to win that game. Man United against Crystal Palace. Now, Man United, they are doing good, even though they lost against Arsenal. I don't think their confidence has dropped down a bit. Was Crystal Palace? I mean, they got Saha, but apart from that, I don't see Crystal Palace getting anything from that game. So I'm going to say United to win that one. Wolves against Liverpool. Now, Wolves, they are also, I think, in the relegation zone, if I'm not mistaken. So they're not doing that well. Liverpool are struggling in the table, even though they got knocked out by Brighton over the weekend. They're struggling. I'm going to say Wolves to beat Liverpool for that one. Newcastle against West Ham. Now, Newcastle, they are flying, okay? They are actually flying on the table. They're doing really well in the Premier League. And, hopefully they can continue. Whilst West Ham, again, struggling, even though they beat Everton over the weekend, which is a good result for them. But going to Newcastle, going to Sports Direct Stadium, it's never easy. It's going to be very loud. And, yeah, the atmosphere is ridiculous. So I'm going to say Newcastle to win that game. Now, Sunday, the 5th of February, we have Nottingham Forest against Leeds. Now, Nottingham Forest, when they're home, they are difficult to beat. When they're away, not so much. Even though they are playing as Man United, the second leg in the Carabao Cup. even though they're down, I think 3-0. So I don't see Nottingham Forest beating Man United at Old Trafford. Come on, guys, let's be realistic. Leeds, they're all full of energy, aggression, passion, but it's never easy at the City ground. It's never easy. So I'm going to say a draw in that one. And then the last game on Sunday the 5th is actually a cracking game. Is Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester City. Now, Manchester City have already beaten Tottenham in the first feature, whilst Tottenham, they lost against Arsenal, and they did manage to beat Fulham, but it was a tough one. It wasn't an easy win for Tottenham, because in the Craven Cottage it's never easy to play out. It's never easy to get a result. I mean, Tottenham, they're on and off. To be honest with you. Well, City, they're looking to their usual selves now after beating Arsenal in the FA Cup. And I think City will win that game. So I'm going for a Manchester City to win that one. So those are the predictions for... Yep, that's it. Those are the predictions for this week's games. Let me guys know your predictions. Comment down below. This has been Drop a Lesson here. Thank you guys once again for the messages I'm receiving from Twitter about my mum's toe surgery. She just had toe surgery last week Thursday, so very grateful for those messages. And I will try and keep strong as much as I can, even though mentally I am drained, as you can tell by my face. But I love my mum, so I have to do this for her. This has been Drop a Lesson here. Take care and goodbye.